It feels like we've spent the longest amount of time in chapter 4 of all the chapters. Just because we've gone back and spent so much time doing previous bosses we missed and stuff. And just searching. But we're finally at the end of chapter 4, and so now we're gonna start the next one. Golden Child, Crimson Blood.
Time was I guarded the Celestial River with my boys 80,000 strong, and the puny revenants dared to impede me. That grand transformation of mine was the only reason you're still standing here. A proper kneel to show gratitude would be appropriate, no?
What?
Fooled me once, never again. Deceptive tactics like this pose no threat. I'll go size them up first. Keep pace, boy.
Huh. Interesting. One sec. Okay. That looks scary. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna like hit me with your weapon or something. Like that. Oh boy. Huh. Only 90. Well, it's an upgrade, I guess. No, I don't want to switch. We only have 9,000. Speed armor. Wow. It's been a while since we've felt short on will. No?
It can't be you. I thought you were one of them. What happened to me? The vanguard of the Bull King is relieved you're unharmed. Well, consider yourself lucky. I knew of you long ago. The thing you seek, the king must know about it.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, the whole mountain was infested with those stinking corpses. Some coffin carts blocked all the passes up, burning everything in their path. You seem clever. How about you find a way to destroy them, eh? They're called Five-Element Carts, an evil and powerful invention of the King's son. I'm afraid they're not only guarding the passes. Trust me, there's more to it. Got to hold my ground at the entrance for a while. Can't imagine the chaos without me.
Okay. I'll have to rewatch that dialogue, 'cause I think I missed something. Surprising nobody. The invisible walls in this game kind of bug me, to be frank. Ooh. Really?
They're called Five-Element.
Five-element cards indeed. Really? Okay. Well, that's been 2 bosses within 15 minutes. So, we're gonna end here. Let's shop. Well, we need to read, of course. Oh, yeah, I could have upgraded my armor. Wow, now I really have none left. Okay. Well, anyway. Revenant Stalwart. Endless toil, no rest in view, joy of nature, never ours to pursue. Serving others in vain we strive, lamenting years, centuries alive. The stalwart summoned from the underworld by the keeper were the lowest ranking soldiers back there. With their daily duties to maintain the flow of the underworld, being sent to the mortal realm was akin to the days of rest, a break from their... Oh, Resta. No, that's being sent to the mortal realm. Okay. With their daily duties to maintain the flow of the underworld, being sent to the mortal realm was akin to the days of rest, a break from their relentless toil. One day, as they patrolled Flaming Mountains, 4 stalwarts shared their stories. One pointed to Furnace Valley and remarked, "This lava here makes me think of my task back underground. Those who committed arson in life are sentenced to embrace searing hot copper pillars naked in our copper depths. Ugh. We had to fuel the fire and scrape off burnt flesh once and again. If we had a firefall like it here, it would surely make things easier." Another added, "True. And those who broke families in life go to our iron depth. We plant an edge of the blade tree into their back and hang them on the tree. Our endless days are spent sharpening the blades and trimming the trees. Sometimes the blade cuts through their flesh and they fall with wounds wide open. That's when we stitch them up, carry them from the ground, and hang them on the blade again. A giant iron ball like the one ahead would make the job much simpler." The third one chimed in, "You have it easy. Those who torture animals go to our bowl depth. There they are trampled and gored by lava bowls. We must tend the bowls, fit them with iron hooves, and sharpen their horns. The crushed corpses must be dug out occasionally, lest they clog the path of the bowls. A flaming cart would be a much better solution." The last stalwart, gazing at the landscape of Flaming Mountains, exclaimed, "This place is better than any of our depths, don't you see? This is the best depth with state-of-the-art torturing tools. I am now living in my dream." Hearing this, all his companions spat in disdain and left. Revenant Archer. He who brings tales of fault and blame is often caught in the very same game. Trust not the one who seems most fair, and in their goodness be aware. In the southern camp of the kingdom of Yutuo, near the western side of the Flaming Mountains, a cook in the army was tasked with delivering food to the soldiers each and every day. During his routine, he often noticed a shadowy figure trailing him. When his courage led him to confront it, he discovered it was a pottery figurine, armed with an arrowless bow, a truly peculiar sight. It is known that only the guilty are haunted. The cook, assured of this, his clear conscience, demanded, "Why do you always follow me?" The figurine, faceless yet speaking from within, replied, "In a past life, we were from the same town and served together in the army. I was wounded by an enemy arrow, and you abandoned me. I was left to succumb to infection and die. My resentment prevented me from reincarnation, and Yama, the king of the underworld, made me a revenant. I have come now for your life." Puzzled, the cook asked, "Then why not kill me?" The figurine raised its bow, replying, "This bow shoots only arrows of punishment. You've been reasonably upright in this life. So I find no arrow to strike you. My only choice now is to linger aimlessly. The cook asked if there was anything he could do to stop its wandering, but the figurine spat back. It was your fault. You should atone, not help me. Your debt will clear once you've recited Buddha's name for me 10,000 times and kneeled to each. Then I may find peace. Enraged by such entitlement, the cook argued, Your fall in enemy hands wasn't my arrow. Your failure to evade wasn't my push. Leaving you was a choice, not a crime. Why blame me? With that, he smashed the pottery figurine with his meal lid. The figurine shattered and turned to dust in the wind. Alas, even ghosts dread violence. Reflecting on one's actions is essential, and kindness is a virtue. But beware of being exploited for your good heart, lest the accused become the accuser. I was kind of expecting that maybe when he's enraged, he would commit some kind of sin or something that would allow the archer to then hit him with arrows of punishment. Lovable revenant, high and mighty in the finest attire, yet a twist of fate from life to mire. The underworld trials are no mere lore. They know it all when they see your core. In the kingdom of pure joy, there dwelled a high official from the lineage of glory. His father, a beacon of honor and privilege, has passed recently. Not long after, the official himself met a sudden death. His soul, bewildered, found itself in the depths of the underworld, surrounded by terrifying sights. He came to a halt before a colossal stone gate and peered inside. There, he saw charred corpses on their knees, twisted and shrunken from their relentless flame, their faces erased under chains and shackles. Among them, one scorched figure struggled to rise, shouting, What's wrong, my son? It's me, your father. Better, the official's childhood name resonated with truth. He hastily asked, Father, why are you here? I held so many rituals made for your passage. The charred spirit replied, They're futile. Virtues in life bring fortune in the next, but wrongdoings must be paid now. My misdeeds caused many deaths, and Yama condemned me to the ceaseless depths, to burn eternally. My son, do not follow my path. Then 5 more charred spirits emerged, his ancestors going back to his great-great-grandfather, all echoing the same warning. Suddenly, a chilling wind blew, and the stone gate slammed shut. The official awoke back among the living. For a time he lived modestly, yet the hardships of simplicity soon wore him down. Convincing himself that it was nothing more than a dream, he slipped back into his lavish ways. Okay. What does that have to do with the lovable revenant? Bull Sergeant. Bulls neath the fiery peaks in robes so fine, guarding jade doors with gold's radiant shine. Tangled in those worldly gains, all splendor fades, like dust it wanes. Through the ages, those seeking rain from the plantain fan often presented gifts and tributes. As the chief guard in Rakshasi's court, the bull sergeant was in charge of collecting these offerings. The quality of the tributes greatly affected the well-being of the mountain's Yaoguais throughout the year. Thus, the bull sergeant always schemed to influence the tributes towards his own preferences. One day, leaning on the doorframe and sighing deeply, he noticed the smoke from his nose resembled his beloved chicken, and devised a plan. He told the tribute bearers that the shape of the smoke rising from the flaming mountain at dusk indicated what the plantain fan desired as offerings. Believing this to be a divine sign, the people, despite their hardships, started contributing exactly as the smoke suggested. The bull sergeant received many of his desired items and reveled in a contented life. However, over time this led to growing discontent among the villagers towards Rakshasi and her reigns. One day, Lady Rakshasi had to leave for a lecture by Lord Lao in the Celestial Court, and was unable to bring rain for the people. In panic, the bull sergeant confessed his wrongdoings and begged for her forgiveness. It turned out she never required any tributes. She naturally provided rain for the villagers through the seasons for planting and growing. The whole tribute scheme was a fabrication. Lady Rakshasi didn't punish the bull sergeant, but ordered him to return the goods and tell the truth to the villagers. But they refused to take back their offerings. Instead, they urged the sergeant to convince the plantain fan for more rain. Caught between the villagers and the lady, the sergeant ended up paraded by both sides, the bull scorned by all. Bull soldier. Stronger body, skilled in fight, shield and spear, valorous sight, heart ablaze with fervent zeal, loves to stain the pain he feels. 3 centuries ago, when the Bull King still graced the Celestial Court, and the Red Boy practiced under Guan Yin, peace reigned over flaming mountains. One day, Bishui Beast promoted a captain among the bull soldiers, and the captain moved into the night duty chambers of the Rakshasa Palace to accommodate his increased responsibilities. He occupied the adjoining room for rest and the main west chamber for hosting guests. One morning he found the guest room had been tidily arranged overnight, dustless furniture, washed fruits on plates, and freshly brewed tea. Perplexed, he thought of the furry celestial maidens serving the lady and the fox maidens attending the king's daughter, recalling how the other guards often teased him for being more handsome than the rest. Now, as a new captain, he couldn't help but feel elated. Surely there must be a secret admirer. For over a month, this mysterious, kind-hearted maiden visited nightly, yet never revealed herself. Growing impatient, the captain resolved to wait outside the chamber one night. Around the 4th watch, he heard heavy steps, quite unlike the gentle maidens, furred or fox. Regardless, he lunged at the figure as soon as the door opened and secured a tight hold on it. The figure was muscular and sturdy, too large for his arms. Muffled grunts followed, and the voice of the bull sergeant emerged. "I like things tidy, and your room is always messy. That's why I'd clean it up after my night duties. You don't have to act so grateful." The 5 element cards. 5 cards align with elements 5 from their fusion. Fiery life does thrive. Beast heads roars, they swiftly race. Fire wheels east and west with the path they trace. At Flaming Mountains, Red Boy was about to celebrate his 100th birthday. He was in high spirits and asked the keeper, "My birthday is coming soon. Can I go out and play for a while?" The keeper replied, "As your father instructed when he ordered me to watch over you, I must ensure you focus on your practice. You cannot go out at will." Red Boy argued, "I've already mastered the Samadhi fire. Can't I take a break for a few days?" As he spoke, he punched his nose, releasing a burst of flames. The keeper shook his head. "You were taught the Samadhi fire so that you could use it to refine your inner core. Spitting fire carelessly such as that dissipates your chi, and is nothing more than a trivial trick." He continued, "The liver corresponds to wood, which generates fire. The heart corresponds to fire, which generates earth. The spleen corresponds to earth, which generates metal. The lungs correspond to metal, which generates water. The kidneys correspond to water, which generates wood. The 5 elements generate each other in a continuous cycle. With the Samadhi fire, you should use it to refine the energy of your 5 organs." Growing impatient, Red Boy said, "Enough, I understand. I'll go back to my practice." On his birthday, the Bull King hosted a grand banquet in the mountains, inviting many friends to celebrate. Red Boy ordered some minions to bring out 5 small carts. The minions arranged the carts according to the 5 elements: gold, wood, water, fire, and earth. Red Boy approached them, recited an incantation, and spat out fire from his mouth, while thick smoke erupted from his nose. Flames burst forth from his eyes, and fire surged from the 5 carts. After several bursts, the red flames blazed into the sky. The keeper was displeased, feeling that Red Boy was too playful and overly interested in trivial tricks. He feared that the boy might waste his potential in the days to come. However, the Bull King was very pleased. To him, although Red Boy was not engaged in deep practice, he already understood how to employ his skills to create useful tools, which showed great ingenuity. He immediately ordered the creation of 5 larger war carts for his son. From then on, the 5 element carts became Red Boy's companions in his practice. Within 100 years, these carts, imbued with his modifier, gained sentience and became formidable guys in the Flaming Mountains. Cool. Alright. Well, when we come back next time, we will cross this bridge and continue exploring the new chapter. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.